5 dead, 1 preacher, and a chilling revelation that shook a city. In 2022, Pastor Elijah Morrow, a 29-year-old rising voice from Atlanta, Georgia, was building momentum. His church, Gracefire Revival, had grown from a storefront to a 2,000-member movement in just under 3 years. He was young, charismatic, unapologetically bold. But then, the accusations came. 5 individuals stepped forward, each with damning testimonies that sent shockwaves through the community. Their names: Daniel Rice, 43, a former church deacon; Brian Knox, 38, a local journalist; Malcolm Ford, 50, a former business partner; Eric Lane, 35, a musician who once served in the church choir; and Vanessa Sterling, 41, a woman who claimed to have had a private relationship with the pastor. Their statements aligned. They accused Pastor Elijah of spiritual manipulation, financial fraud, even sexual misconduct. With no hard evidence, just their testimonies, the media crucified him. His ministry collapsed. He was arrested, and the public walked away. 1 year later, in a strange, harrowing chain of events, all 5 accusers died within 12 days of one another. Daniel Rice was found lifeless in his car. Autopsy inconclusive. Brian Knox collapsed at home. No sign of illness. Malcolm Ford died in his sleep. His heart stopped without reason. Eric Lane suffered a seizure. Doctors found nothing wrong with his brain. Vanessa Sterling died during a spa treatment. Her body just gave up. No foul play, no clear cause, just silence. Atlanta PD reopened the case, but this time not to prosecute the pastor, but to investigate him for retaliation. Was this revenge, witchcraft, poison? 3 officers were assigned to Elijah's case: Detective Marcus Reed, Officer Tina Morales, and Sergeant Luke Bryant. What happened next defied explanation and nearly broke their careers. Each officer on the same night reported the same dream. They saw a man in white standing in a burning field. He said one sentence: "You have arrested a righteous man." Those who accused him lied. Release him. Each officer kept silent until the next morning, when they shared and discovered their visions matched word for word. Fearing ridicule, they logged the dreams off record, but one of them couldn't let it go. Investigator Jamal Whitmore, a retired FBI profiler turned private investigator. He'd seen darkness before, but this case, it was different. Whitmore started digging, and what he found was disturbing. All 5 accusers had one link: a group called the Council of Morning Light, an obscure elite occultic society with roots in spiritual manipulation, political lobbying, and silencing public voices. They had paid the 5 accusers to fabricate stories and destroy Pastor Elijah. Wire transfers, deleted emails, encrypted texts recovered. They even planned to use Vanessa Sterling to claim she was pregnant until she backed out last minute. The man at the center of it all? Carter Blaine, a wealthy hedge fund manager with ties to New Age groups. Whitmore handed over the evidence. Carter Blaine was arrested. The occultic group was exposed, and Pastor Elijah released, cleared, vindicated. He chose not to press charges. Instead, he returned to the pulpit quietly months later. He preached his first sermon titled, "The Curse of a False Witness." We live in a generation quick to slander, slow to discern. But when you speak against someone God has anointed, you may not be fighting a man. You may be fighting God. Be careful what you say about people, whether they wear a robe or not. When in doubt, be silent. That's not fear, that's wisdom. Because sometimes the heavens answer and when they do, no lie can survive. This was the 5 who fell, but it was never about them. It was about truth and the God who defends it.